I'm Daniela from the implementation team here at Pipefy, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit more about reports and how you can use them. So basically the first thing that is really important about this feature is to understand why we create it and how our clients are using it. So basically it's a really good way and allows you to do some data analysis and have KPIs about your process. You're also able to find easily the bottlenecks of your process. So let's say if you're trying to find if there is a specific person or a specific phase of your process that it's taking longer than usual, we can easily do that with the reports. Also, if there's a type of product that can be delaying your operation, also, it's a very easy way to collect data that you're usually requested by. So let's say that you need to deliver a report weekly or monthly to anybody from other teams or also for your managers. So let's pretend that I'm from the financial team and I need to deliver reports monthly, comparing last month with this month, how many reimbursement requests we did, or how much we spent only with reimbursements, for example, or all the deliverables from our team members. So that's something that we can easily do with the reports. Also, it's another way to visualize your pipe and your cards, because we all know that we have the Kanban view inside Pipefy. So basically we have the phases and the cards inside each phase, but also with the reports, you're able to see all the cards in a list. So it's also another way to visualize all your process and your cards. Just a couple examples how our clients are using the reports. So as I said it before, it's a good way to find the bottlenecks. So basically, we can measure the time that the card was in each phase of your process, for how long it was there. Also, like, you can basically calculate what's the average time for each phase of your process, what's the usual. If there is a specific card that it's sitting longer than usual, why is that happening? Also, to manage the tasks of our team members. So let's say you have a lot of tasks coming up soon and you need to split between the team members. So basically it's a good way to visualize how many tasks each person of your team has. So then you can basically split between them, divide the tasks that are coming up, and have your team in a balance, basically delivering and working the same than each other. Also, just another example, which country is taking longer to deliver an equipment or a product to the final client, for example. So basically, these are a couple examples that we have clients using the reports for, but I'm going to explain a little bit better how you can set up the reports, so then you can start thinking about your process as well. So basically we have two types of reports. One of them is for the whole organization. So up here I have this tab reports, and what that means, basically I can compare more than one process, more than one pipe. And I also have the reports for a specific pipe, a specific process. So if you want to go a lot deeper in a specific process, get metrics from that, the way to go is having the report from this specific pipe, because you can go a lot deeper. But if you need to compare other pipes, you need to do our organization report. So I'm going to start with the organization reports, and basically we're going to click up here in this tab where it says reports, and it's going to take me to this screen. Basically here it's going to show you the reports. You already have it saved, so you can have as many reports saved as you want. So let's say you have reports that you use daily, weekly, you can have them already saved, so you don't need to build one every day. So, and the option to create a new one. So I'm going to start with the one that I already have created here. Basically, this report, what it's telling you, it's combining all my activities. So all the cards that I'm assigned to, they are here in this list. So basically, the columns are default this way, but we can change that as well. So basically here on the right corner where I have these bars, I can select the information I want to see in my report in columns. So if I uncheck these boxes, you're going to notice that all the columns just disappear. But let's say that I want to see the title of the cards, what's the current phase, who is the assignee, what's the due date of the cards, and which pipe it is. Because right now we are comparing more than one pipe. And here, all the way to the left, is the place that we're going to choose which pipes we want to compare, that we want to have in this report. Right now it's bringing the 3 pipes I'm inside. So let's say I want to compare just the 2 first pipes. I can uncheck this box. You're going to notice that it's going to change the number of cards, or in this case, I'm going to compare all of them. And down here is the place that we're going to do the filtering. So what exactly we're searching for. In this case, I was searching by the activities from Daniela, the ones that I'm the assignee. Okay, so if you notice here, it's bringing all the cards from different pipes, and all of them are assigned to myself. So how I did that? Let me remove this filter. I'm gonna add a filter. Basically, I came up here and picked the assignees is equal to Daniela, and I'm gonna save. Now you're gonna notice that I have 13 results for this case, and if I click on the line, it's gonna take me to the card. So it's gonna open up the card and the pipe where that card is. In case I want to take a look. So let me close that. I'm gonna go to the previous tab, and now I'm gonna click again here on reports. So going back to that view that I already showed you, we have here the report that I have it saved, and here we can create a new report. So let's create a new report together. So right now I'm going to start selecting the pipes I want to see. So right now I don't want to compare all of them. I'm only going to compare the first and the second one. You're going to notice that I have 143 cards in these 2 pipes together. But we can do the filtering. So what I'm going to filter, let's say that I want to only see the cards that were created at last year, for example. So I'm going to come up here, created at, and last year, and I'm going to save. You're going to notice that already changed for 47 results. And let's say that I don't want to see this information here. I want to change it up a little. So I'm going to click on here. I want to see the title, the current phase. I don't want to see the creator. I want to see not when it was created, but I want to see which pipe it is. So here is your report. So down here on the left corner, we can save this report. So we can have it saved if it's something that you're always going to use it. Also, up here in the right corner, we have the option to export to an Excel sheet. So we can either download or send to your email. So you're going to receive the attachment in your email with the Excel sheet and the report. Let me save this report, and we're going to give a title. So cards created last year, and let me save. So if I click up here again on reports, we're going to notice now they have 2 reports saved. So the previous one and the one that we just created. So now I'm going to show the reports for a specific pipe if we want to go a lot deeper in that specific process. So I'm going to click here on the Pipefy logo. It's going to take me to that view from your organization with all the pipes. And I'm going to pick one pipe. I'm going to start with this one, the sales pipeline. So once this pipe is open, up here I have the option of reports. So I have the Kanban view and I can go to reports the same way I did for the whole organization. So basically it's going to be the same thing. We're going to show all the reports where we have it saved already and the option to create a new one. You're going to notice a couple of them has this little arrow besides the number. Why is that? Because if we have a process that we have a few values, so for example, a currency field or a field number, you're going to notice that we can choose if we want to visualize that in number of cards or the deal value. So for example, right now we have this report for Giovanni's ops. So basically we can see we have 37 results for him, and we can see in value as well. So we can see that he has this value in opportunities open. So we choose that option, what do we want to see. So let's create a new report together. So it's going to be the same thing. So, but right now you're going to notice we cannot pick the pipes because it's only this pipe. So let's go all the way to the right first. So I'm going to select the information I want to see. You're going to notice that we have a lot more options than we had in the organization report, because right now we can go a lot deeper in this process. So you're going to notice we have it separated. The fields inside each phase. So for example, the field from the start form, the fields from the prospect phase, same for the meeting, and goes on. So let's check the information I want to see. So I'm going to see what's the title, what's the company name in this case, and you're going to notice that I can take a look here. What's the total time in the prospect phase? So what I mentioned before, that we can see the total time in each phase of our process, that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to check this. I'm going to see the total time in the meeting phase. I'm going to see the total time in the proposal phase, and it goes on. We can also select other fields. So for example, in the prospect phase, we have the date of the first call, what's the lead information. We also have in the meeting phase, what's the deal value. Then you're going to notice that it's going to pop up here. What's the total in value of that deal, of the deals in this report. And we're going to notice that we have 42 results. These are all the cards that I already have in this pipe, but we can filter this information the same way we did for the organization report. So if you go here to the left side is the place that we're going to do all the filtering. So you're going to notice that we always have a lot more options as well. So it's going to be the same thing of the right side. It's going to be divided by phases. So I have all the fields for the prospect phase, all the fields for the meeting phase, and it goes on as well. So let's say I want to see only the cards that are assigned to Daniela. You're going to notice that I changed it for four cards only that I have assigned to Daniela. And only one of them has a deal value of 1,000. But let's say that I want to change that. So I remove the filtering. So now I want to see all the cards I have with a deal value, for example, above 4,000. So I'm going to go down here and search for the phase where I have that field. So in the meeting phase, I have a field called deal value that the person is going to be able to put what's the value for that field. Is greater than 4,000, for example. So right now we came up only 12 cards with this value. So only 12 cards that I have that has above $4,000 in opportunity. Let's say that I want to filter even more. So I'm going to leave the 4,000. And let's say that I only want to see the cards that are above 4,000 4,000, but are in a specific phase. So they're about to close or something like that. So I can come up here and find current phase. So that the current phase is negotiation, for example. You're going to notice that I don't have any cards above 4,000 in negotiation phase. But let's see the proposal phase. So right now I have only one opportunity in the proposal phase above 4,000. And as I showed before, if I click on it, it's going to take us to the card. It's going to pop up the card here, and it's going to show you. Okay. So let's go back to the other tab. And let me remove this filters. And again, as I mentioned, we can see the total time in each phase. So for example, if we export this to an Excel sheet, we can basically calculate what's the average time in each phase of my process. And let's say after calculating that, I notice that the average time acceptable for the prospect phase is only 8 minutes, for example. But then I notice that I have cards more that are longer than 8 minutes in this phase. So for example, 31 minutes or longer than that. So I can go in this cards and take a look why it's taking longer than usual, more than the average time. So those are the ways that are really good to use the reports. Of course, you can go deeper and do it in focus for your process. But that's a very nice way. Something that our clients ask a lot about the dashboards, how they can use that with our reports. So right now we have that inside the platform, but what you can do is either integrate with another tool that has dashboards through our API, or you can just export this to an Excel sheet and upload in another tool. So what we have clients that do, they have like a couple Power BIs already set up. So basically what they do, they export to an Excel sheet the reports and then upload inside the tool. And then it's going to give you the dashboard for that process. So that's just a suggestion if it's something that you're wondering or looking for. Also, I hope this video helped, and I hope you guys keep watching the next ones. If you have any specific questions about reports or any other features and you need help, please contact our support group inside the platform. So basically clicking up here, besides the notification sign, you can start new conversations with our team. So if you need any help, please just go to our support team and we'll be here to help, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.